Consequences of hatred. How to free yourself from the prison of bitterness and step into the power of love. By Dr. Jonathan Choma. Introduction. The poison we drink. Hatred is a silent destroyer. It masquerades as strength, as justice, as self-protection. But in reality, it eats away at the very soul of the one who harbors it. To hate is to chain yourself to the very thing you wish to be free from. This book is not about ignoring pain, betrayal, or injustice. It is about understanding the cost of carrying hatred and discovering the liberating alternative: love, forgiveness, and healing. Hatred has consequences, but so does letting it go. One destroys, the other builds. One imprisons, the other frees. Chapter 1. The Seed of Hatred. Hatred rarely starts big. It begins as a seed of offense, jealousy, or betrayal. When watered by anger and bitterness, it grows into a tree that overshadows joy and peace. Many carry seeds unknowingly, not realizing how much destruction one unchecked thought can bring. Key truth: what you refuse to uproot will eventually take root. Chapter 2. Hatred is self-destructive. Hatred promises satisfaction, but delivers emptiness. Studies even show hatred increases stress, anxiety, and physical illness. Hatred damages your mental clarity, drains your energy, and blinds you to opportunities. To hate another is to allow them to live rent-free in your mind. Reflection. Who is consuming your energy because of hatred you carry? Chapter 3. The broken relationships. It creates. Hatred isolates. It pushes people away, breaks trust, and fosters division. It makes reconciliation impossible and robs you of healthy connections. Hatred is contagious. It spreads to families, communities, even nations. Wars, feuds, and generational conflicts are often the fruit of unchecked hatred. Key truth: a heart full of hatred cannot create a home full of peace. Chapter 4. Hatred limits your destiny. When you fixate on what you hate, you lose focus on what you were created to love. Hatred is a thief of time, creativity, and purpose. It narrows your vision, keeping you bound to the past instead of reaching forward to destiny. Action step. Imagine the energy you spend on resentment being redirected toward growth. What would change in your life? Chapter 5. Hatred turns you into what you despise. Over time, hatred transforms you into a mirror of your enemy. You begin to act, think, and react like the very thing you loathe. Hatred keeps wounds open and perpetuates cycles of revenge. What you fixate on, you eventually become. Key truth: hatred deforms your character while love restores it. Chapter 6. The spiritual consequences of hatred. Hatred darkens the soul and distances you from peace, joy, and God's presence. Spiritually, hatred is like a barrier between you and your higher self. Ancient wisdom teaches, he who hates is in darkness and does not know where he is going. Hatred blinds you to truth, but love opens your eyes to clarity. Reflection. Is your spirit heavy because of someone you refuse to release? Chapter 7. Forgiveness as the antidote. Forgiveness does not mean excusing wrong. It means freeing yourself from its hold. Forgiveness enlarges your capacity to live fully. To forgive is not weakness. It is reclaiming your strength. Letting go is the first step toward inner healing. Action step. Write a letter of forgiveness. You don't have to send it. Release the weight through words. Chapter 8. Transforming hatred into purpose. What was meant for evil can birth greatness if transformed. Many world changers turn their pain into passion, their hatred into healing. When you channel the energy of hurt toward positive action, hatred loses its grip. Your story of overcoming hatred can become a source of hope for others. Key truth: hatred consumes, purpose redeems. Chapter 9. Living in the power of love. Love is the opposite of hatred. It expands, heals, and unites. Love is not a feeling, but a choice to rise above bitterness. Love creates space for growth, abundance, and peace. When you live in love, you control your spirit, not your circumstances. Action. Step, practice one act of intentional kindness towards someone difficult to love. Chapter 10, Freedom Beyond Hatred. The greatest victory is not defeating your enemy, but freeing yourself from hatred. To live without hatred is to live lighter, happier, and more purposefully. True strength is not in revenge, but in restraint, not in bitterness, but in grace. The reward of releasing hatred is peace, the most priceless possession. Final charge, choose freedom over chains. Hatred is heavy, but love is light. Break free and let your life become a testimony of healing, strength, and greatness. Conclusion, your choice, your consequences. Hatred is a choice, and so are its consequences. You can drink poison and hope another dies, or you can release it and live abundantly. Every day you choose hatred, you lose a piece of yourself. Every day you choose love, you regain your power. The path is clear. Let go, live free, and walk in the higher way. Final word, hatred destroys, but love builds. Hatred enslaves, but forgiveness frees. The choice is yours.